Right, okay, so I interviewed 1,000 strangers on the internet to be my friend. Yeah, it's a bit of a willne title, isn't it? But at least this time I'm not just straight stealing a video idea from him. Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna be making some friends with you guys. This all started a little bit like this. It was like any other given point in time of my life. I was sitting in my room as bored and lonely as a hooker on a Sunday night, when suddenly, I snapped. Sister snapped, if you will, kill me. I flew into a rage. I could no longer stare at these barren walls and pretend to hang out with Chaz and Calvin, the two stick figure friends I made up in my head. I needed to meet some real people. Not in real life, of course, only through the internet. So then, I came up with the genius idea of creating a friend application, where people who appreciate how epic and cool I am can apply for the high honor of being my best mate. I quickly got to work. I opened Google Forms, put together my survey, before then releasing it to the wider world. It was about 10 seconds after that when I realized how big of a mistake I had made. I guess I should have seen it coming, but I got a lot more responses than I thought I would, and as it stood, I already had a Grand Canyon's worth of applications to sift through. So I ended up turning off submissions after like 10 minutes of the survey being up. So my dearest apologies to anybody who filled out this form with the hopes of becoming my best mate. The whole thing was just a scam for a video. Anyways, let me run you guys through the gauntlet of questioning I had my friend candidates fill out. Firstly, we had the formalities like what's your name, open answer, I gotta know who it is I'm talking to, of course. How far past being a fetus have you made it, which I laid out in age ranges to make things much simpler. How did you find out about this survey? Through Twitter, Discord, or because the survey found you? I figured this one would help me figure out where my click-through rate is best at, and also I could disqualify a bunch of applicants in one go depending on how they answered the question. If they say Discord, they probably think my mods banned them for no reason, so they're off. If they're Twitter, they're probably a K-pop stan account, so they're off too. And if they think that the survey found them, then they're probably insane, and I'm running as far away as possible from them. What about you means that you should be my friend, with a typo of course, because it wouldn't be me typing without it. Standard fanfare. Next I asked, what can you do that I can't that I should keep you around for? When I was writing this question, I was thinking of something along the lines of a tall person being able to reach things on high shelves for me, but you guys ended up giving me real and compassionate answers and shit, so way to foil my plans, assholes. Of course I had to ask who you made on Smash, and why is it not Ganondorf? Pretty straightforward. Will you watch my videos and give me ad revenue because I love money? Next we had a few opinion pieces, and these ones were some make or break questions for me. Firstly, I asked for the candidates' opinions on possums, which if you don't follow me on Twitter, know that I have a very pronounced affinity for them, in that I find them very cute. It's my fucking Twitter banner for Social Blade's sake. And then we had the multiple choice question of what is your favorite Pokemon? And I made it multiple choice because I figured that I should narrow it down to some of the popular ones to make sifting through the answers a little bit easier. My picks for the most likely favorites were Riolu, Lucario's first stage evolution, and then Riolu again. Any other answers would have been thrown out anyway, so might as well make it simpler, you know? And lastly, the most important question of them all, do you have Legos at your house? I shouldn't have to explain this one. The foundation that all great friendships ever have been built on were all made out of Legos. Ned and Peter, Batman and Robin, Kanye and his reflection, the list goes on. But now that we've covered all the trials I ran my contestants through, let's take a look at how they fared. And overall, I gotta say, you guys did worse than a fish does in a desert. We're gonna be looking at these questions out of order because I want to make the structure of this video even more confusing than it already is. Starting with the open answer questions. Now there's obviously a lot of these, so I'm gonna have to be selective and only show the funniest ones. Or I would if you guys didn't have a fucking different agenda for me in mind. Instead of getting meme responses like I was supposed to, you guys decided to be genuine and actually talk in a really heartfelt and thoughtful way. Y'all had to make this hard for me. Never mind, don't worry, there's still plenty of shitpost gold in here. To start us off, we have Poo Poo P Microwave here, who claims to be very funny and says that I should keep him around because he has a pair of legs. Ha, bro, you were right, you are funny. Fuck you! How about we see how useful you are without those legs, bitch ass? Gonna have to voice my frustrations here. A lot of you sent having legs as a response, and I bet you thought you were real funny when you were doing that. Haha, I don't have to float to get around. What a fucking loser Kwite is. Well, it's not funny, dickhead, and I would appreciate it if you guys would take this application process a little more seriously. And yes, I'm aware I'm giving you mixed signals when I say to both only send in shitpost responses and serious ones. If you're confused, it means I'm doing it right. Steve Stevenson here says he has nothing special about him, apparently, but he says that he can bring the fact that his name is Steven Stevenson to the table. Hey, don't sell yourself short on that, man. Not many people can say their parents hate them as much as yours hate you. Fucking relic meme from 2018, who I thought I had buried with the rest of the mistakes I made that year, Sans Undertale has returned to type Sans or I am Sans in every single open response field. Incredibly quality content coming out of the Kwite YouTube channel, I know. K-Dog Potter is coming in, making a strong first impression with their very unique talent, the ability to mention straight. Rania, which they say is pronounced Ranya, says that if they were my friend, she can do everything I can't because I'm, quote, basically useless except for being a little bitch. I'm feeling very personally attacked by the truth in this statement, Ranya, and because of that, welcome aboard the train that's about to wreck, known as a friendship with Kwite. Congrats, you made it, and you were the only one who did. Galroth, destroyer of worlds, says that he can conquer a galaxy within the space of 1 to 2 weeks, and that he can give me a quote on my own personal galaxy. These are both very impressive and generous qualities that you offer here, Galroth. I really respect your efficient work, but that shit is minuscule when you compare it to the fact that you openly admit to maining Ganondorf in Smash. Not only that, but you say possums have no significance to you, but you spelt significance wrong. So I'm gonna have to ask you and your galaxy-sized ass to leave immediately. Nick here says that he would be a good friend because he's not violently racist, and color me impressed, Nick, you're making a really compelling argument right now. Hot take, but not being a violent racist is always a good thing to have in a friend. Somebody named Ganondorf submitted an application, already don't like you, but then this little anonymous shit has the gall to try and tell me that they named somebody other than Ganondorf. No, you're not fooling anybody with that shit. Get out of here, bitch. Apparently Koga of the Indigo Plateau Elite Four has applied for a friendship. We making moves out here, boys. We're moving up in the world. Someone named Barack Obama applied and said that he should be my friend because he was the president, which would be all well and good, except for the fact that I know this man is an imposter. Because me and Barack, we're already lifelong friends. We go way back, man. Nice try, but Barrio is already my best mate. I could call him right now, but I don't have to because I'm secure in my friendship with Barack. Now, real quick, I want to dedicate a section specifically to looking at who you guys as Smashmans are, just to get a quick census on who of you no longer deserve to have human rights, despite the very clear statement that I would be accepting no Ganondorf applications. At least 50 of you lampshaded pricks thought they were being real cheeky by putting it in anyways. But guess what? You just wasted your own time and helped me get this video to 10 minutes. So guess who looks like a dumbass now?
It's still me.
It seems that most all of you are in agreement with me that possums are very cute, which I'm very happy to hear. Some of you had some interesting ways of describing them though. Beautiful trash goblins and dumpster babies. Of all terms to use for them, that is not the one I would jump to first, but it seems you meant it fondly, so I'll let it slide. Alright, that's all the open answer stuff out of the way, and we're off to a terrible start. So far, I've made no friends, and that's all from letting you guys freely express yourselves. So let's see if taking away your guys' individual liberties will make you seem any more desirable. When asked how old you guys were, about half of the people said they were 16 to 20, pretty standard. 35% of you said you were 13 to 15, and only 3% said that you were 0 to 12 years old. Now, one thing that I found very surprising was that out of all the age ranges listed, 21 to 7,349 was the second smallest group of people. Considering that it encompasses the most amount of years, 7,329 in total, I just thought that because of that, it would catch the most of my audience in it. I guess the viewers really do skew young, though I did find one person on Twitter who took great offense to me capping the age at 7,349, as this was just a year short of their current age of 7,350. Apparently, about 2/3 of people found this survey through Twitter and Discord, which is incredibly odd because those are the only two places that you could find this survey that were actually listed as options. Like I said, if you think this survey found you, I will be filing a restraining order shortly. When asked if you would give me ad revenue by watching my videos all day, 90% of you said yes. Very proud of you. To the other 10%, don't worry, I know you will too. You'll come around, whether you like it or not. With the question of favorite Pokemon, we had a decently even split, 26% for Riolu, 34% for Lucario's first stage evolution, and 40% for Riolu again. While I will say that all of these answers are valid ones, it comes with the stipulation that around 3/4 of you completely fucking failed this portion of the test. Yeah, that's right, this wasn't an application, this was a test, to see if you had what it took to not just be my friend, but to be called a person of taste. The second you saw Riolu as the first option, you shouldn't have even bothered to look at any other answers. You should have clicked that first one without even acknowledging that other options existed. And what did most of you buffoons do? Answer was something other than Riolu. I would say I expected better from you guys, but I didn't. I think we all already knew where we stood. And finally, we have the final multiple choice question. Do you have Legos at your house? If the answer was no, then friendship was immediately off the table. So I'm very sorry to 15% of you who answered no, but you are tonight's biggest loser. And I think that's gonna do it for all the friend applications we'll be looking through today. And so in conclusion, you all failed miserably. Except for you, Rania. Good job. Because of your failure, I'm going to have to blacklist all of you from playing Minecraft again until further notice. Get fucked. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thanks to everybody who submitted stuff. I'm sorry if you thought this was gonna be a real friend application. I just thought it would be a good video idea. Everything I say in here is jokes and it was a lot of fun. If you guys want to see me do this video idea idea again, or something similar to it, 20k likes? Yeah, 20k likes and I'll do something similar, or this just again. But yeah, if you're new and enjoyed, please subscribe and turn that notification bell on. Please, I'm fucking begging. I have a podcast with Wild Spartans and FPS Diesel called Loudmouse. We upload one new episode every week on Saturdays, and we're up on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. If you guys are watching this video on the day it goes up, in about 2 days, on June 22nd, I'm gonna be a part of this event called the Yeti event. It's a 12-hour charity live stream for Polar Bears International. It goes from 2 p.m., 2 a.m. EST, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. PST. It's between me and like 20-something other creators. If you guys want to catch my end of that stream, you can go to twitch.tv/Kwite. Everybody's gonna be simultaneously streaming this during those 12 hours. So if you want to check out any of our angles, be sure to go for that. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite and on Instagram at Kwite.png. Links to both of those in the description below. And lastly, I also have a Discord server. Links in that description as well if you're interested. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you guys next time.